Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today it's time for a map that's been created by one of the channel's viewers. A varied world, places I have visited around the world. Enjoy? Created by GeoGuessr user Tony H, who goes by TIHK89 on YouTube. And he said here in a comment a week ago, I made a GeoGuessr map and it would be nice if you could give it a go. He also does a great roundup of the World Heritage sites that I visit on the channel when I play the UNESCO World Heritage sites map. So thank you very much, TIHK89, and looking forward to playing your map. Let's hit play, give ourselves the default settings, and see how we do. Okay, everything's just loading. All right, there we go. And we've got instantly some flags here. I believe that this is the Latvian flag, so that puts us in the right country. Let's just take a quick look behind us, check, you know, we're not missing any sort of obvious signs, and I do see some signs down there, so let's head in this direction. Let's see what we have. We've got there up ahead campsites 0.6 kilometers away, and Tarzans. Not quite sure what that means, of course. So there we go. And look at this to our left here, even more signs. So this should be okay. We've got Valmiera, Turida, and Krimulda. 0.2 kilometers to the center of the town in the other direction. So let's maybe try and see this and look at this. We've even got the river name here, the Gauja River. So let's get in there and see if we can find out where we are already. So Latvia is here. We've got the Gauja River. Now, I'm not familiar with that river, but could it be this one here that flows into Riga? Just going to zoom in a little. That's the Daugava River. Okay, so it's not going to be that one. Interesting, and that's definitely the main one, but we've got another one up here. So let's see if this has got any. That's the Ogre River. So it's not that one. Let's see if there's other main rivers here. And there's the Gauja. Yes, it's up here. Very good. Excellent. So we've found the right river. Excellent. That's good. Now we need to pick up the nearest towns that are around it. So Valmiera, let's just try and get those in shots so we can sort of see what we're talking about when we're looking on the map. It's always helpful. Gauja. Okay, so the Gauja goes out here and we can see it sort of winds its way northeast, doesn't it? Up through here. Continuing northeast. The city of Cesis and Valmiera is here. Fantastic. So we've found that one. Right. Now, what direction is that in? Broadly speaking, that's to the northwest. So we're going to be somewhere sort of south of that, I assume. We need to look for the closer towns of Turida and Krimulda. And we saw there another sign here, the park Tarzans. So that is another thing to look out for. So we're looking out for Tarzan's Park and these two towns here. So let's just see if we can spot them off the bat as we go. I'm not 100% sure if I'm northeast or southwest of this town, Valmiera, just because, you know, it said we'd be sort of southeast of it, so, or roughly it's in the southeasterly direction. So let's just try and see what we can see. Turida and Krimulda. We don't see it there. And of course, we're looking out for Tarzans as well. What is this? This is the Gauja National Park. It's a huge national park area, is that? I wonder if we're up here then, just because I assume the city of Cessis would be, if that is how it's pronounced, would be sort of highlighted first, instead of Valmira. So let's continue looking up here. Sippy, Valga, Turida, and Kumul. Wonder if it could be up here. Still don't see the Tarzan's National Park either. But we're still on the river, definitely. Turida. And look, it's getting pretty small up here, so you know, no longer think we're going to be in this direction, really. And it really does turn around. I mean, goodness, it sort of almost doubles back on itself. We'll be back where we started in a second. Gorgeous. No, don't see that. So, going to head back to, where were we? There we were. And try and nail down the direction here a little more. We've got more clues here. Okay. And what does this sign say up here? All sorts of fun activities. Generally speaking, yeah, all signs point northwest. So, you know, that puts us southeast of here, but not 100% sure where that could put us. Let's just get right in here and see if there's anything close by. We're also looking for Tarzan's National Park, which I just don't see. We've got municipalities here, or Tarzan's Park, you know, something like this. And of course a bridge over the river is the other requirement here. There's not too many of those. Could we be around here, for example? Turida. There it is. Absolutely. We found it eventually. So no signs for the park, at least not the name that I'm looking at here, but we do have Turida. Very good. Close by as well, so that's helpful. Let's just double check off the other. Camulda was the other one. Let's see if that's also in the same direction. And we've got Camulda Municipality here, so I'm expecting it's going to be close. Somewhere up here. Not 100% sure. So, I think, you know, without hanging around, that is going to be about right. Let's just, you know, make sure we get it right where we started. And look, the roads sort of line up around here as well. We've got 2 or 3 roads disappearing off, and this one here going southeast bends around to northeast. So I think that's about right. We're going to be roughly in the middle of the bridge. Let's just go back to the start just to double check that we're not messing that up. That slat there will be the middle of the bridge, I assume. Take one more fantastic look at this river with the beautiful flags flying in the wind. Just superb. And yeah, look at that view out there. Magnificent. Right, I think we found it. So let's go for the guess. Spot on. 5 yards away. Okay, we're off to a good start. Very good. Now this looks like New York City to me. So completely changed here. And we've got these lovely brownstone buildings that we find in places like Park Slope. So I wonder if that's where we are. And it's definitely New York City. Look at this here. We've got, what is this? The Church of Atla, World Missionary Church. Joint preparations lawsuit against NYC banks for theft of Harlem. genocide, goodness gracious, and economic rape of black people. My goodness, that is quite a cause. Some pretty astonishing cause they're fighting for there. If that, wish them good luck. Right, Lenox Avenue and West 123rd Street. We also see Malcolm X Boulevard. So maybe two names here. Let's get in there and try and find West 123rd Street. If that is in Harlem, then that's the northern end of Manhattan. So, you know, should be relatively straightforward to find this one. And we've got the Atla Church there to go by as well. So that'll be demarked on a street corner. This is Harlem here in North Manhattan. And we can already see actually Malcolm X Boulevard, which is great. We're looking for West 123rd Street, which is about here. And there we see the Atla World Ministries building. So we've started out next to that. So yes, look at that. Lenox Avenue and Malcolm X Boulevard. Sort of split name there. One looks to be on one side of the street and the other on the other side of the street. So not quite sure how that works. But we can see here this street is separated by this central reservation. So yeah, just, you know, fantastic buildings. I really, really enjoy these kind of orange, striking red and orange buildings that you get in New York City. Not in Brooklyn this time, but we were close. We didn't start quite on the street corner, so just have to move us one or two buildings back, I think, in order to get this totally spot on. About here should do. There should be a little step in. Yes, there is. There's a step in right there. So I think about there. All right, so just zooming out on the map to give everyone a view of where we are. Central Harlem, pretty much bang in the middle. North Manhattan. Fantastic. All right, very good. Ulu Kami. Okay, very good. Look at this. Very nice, bright sunshine day here. Ziraat Bankasi. So, European language, but not one that I recognize. What do we have here? The Otter Park, the Maxim. Some sign there. That would be good to read with, what is that? A police, maybe? And some more things here. Look at that. We've got the what is that? The Turkish flag there. So that maybe puts us in Turkey. So that's good. That helps because I didn't recognize the language straight up, to be honest. So good to know. Definitely got the sun. Looking now to understand which city we're in. Maxim. Not sure about any of those. So maybe Ziraat is a... to say Ziraat Bank. I have a feeling we might be sort of close to some water here. I'm not sure why. We're clearly on the main strip, so let's go for a bit of an explore. The sun's sort of dead ahead of us in the east. Sorry, cafe and restaurant. Feels like this could be a touristy town, you know. My strategy at the moment is just to progress down here until we get to, you know, maybe some more major clues. We've got the Rosa Cafe. And can we see down in between these buildings? What are we looking at down here? No, definitely more cities. So we're not on the water front. And that city looked like it was below us. Or those buildings there looked like they were sort of below us as well. So definitely actually in a mountainous region. So don't think that this is Istanbul. But, you know, could be wrong. And in fact, yes, looking there, look, which direction is that? That is to the south, basically. We see some enormous mountains in the distance. So big mountains to the south. And this looks like a relatively official building. So just pausing here to try and understand this. TC Bursa Valigili. Valley Ligi. See Waikiki. Okay. More big buildings around. Ziraat. Another word there, Ziraat. So let's try and see if we see a town called Ziraat. It doesn't ring a bell, to be honest. But right, here's Turkey. Big mountains. Well, there's some big mountains down here. Aren't there? And, you know, if such a big town, it would be sort of at this level, I would imagine. So we could give this a quick scan for the city of Ziraat, but I'm not sure. When you see it on a bank, it could just be the name of the bank, you know. In which case we'll be barking up the wrong tree, as they say. Ankara, no, so, I mean, it could be Ankara. It looks like a big town. Bursa, Izmir, and of course we might be in this region as well. But no, don't see the town name there that I was perhaps looking for. So there is an official vehicle here, so maybe that could help. CTE. Resmi. CTE. And we've got a bus as well. Did we catch up with this bus ever? Luften Suruku. Not sure about that one. Bursa? Is that what that says? Bursa. Didn't we just see that? We did. There it is. And look, mountains to the south. And, you know, the city above that. So, what do you know? We could have this one. We might just have this one. Right, lots of streets here. So need to get our act together and try and figure this one out. I'm actually just going to go back to the start because I think that might be the easiest. So the main drag, which we are currently on, is running east-west. We can see to the south of us, which is to our right, are the mountains, and the rest of the cities to the north. We've got here a mosque or some kind of religious institution, and this sign, Ulu Kami. We've also saw the Ziraat Bankasi. So looking for a main east-west road, and I feel like it could be this one. You know, somewhere here. So it would be great just to get the boulevard's name, if it is this boulevard. I wonder where that will be. If we see any signs here. Lots of banks around. What does this sign say here? This could be Bursa, Bishkeri, Belderesi. I wonder if that's a tube. So that could be an underground railway. We've got here. In fact, I think that might be it. We see a few signs there for the metro. I'm just going to go back and try and get that a bit better. Buyu Kshir. Do we see that? That's pretty... Like, I'm looking at these M signs here. Yildirim Beyazid. That's Yildirim. Oh, we're close. But it's Davuded. We've got a mosque here. There is a mosque. Do we see a bank? We might be here. Or here. That could be it. That could be it. I don't see the bank. Damn. Let's just go back. Double check that. So that's dead in front of us. So right across the street, the Ziraat should be right across the street. And instead we've got this road here, so that isn't right. Damn, that's frustrating. We've got parking. Back to these clues. We saw these earlier and didn't really make the most of them. Pointing to the south. Otto Park. O-T-O-P-A-R-K. Is that anywhere here? We might not be on this road, of course. I was just selecting that road because it's got the metros on it, but we might be somewhere else. Maxem. M-A-K-S-E-M. I swear I just saw that. Am I dreaming of things now? Oh, I hope not. M-A... Maxem. Maxem. I keep coming back here. Rightly or wrongly. Maxem. Could this be where we are? Bersamerquez. Don't know what these things are, of course, I'm afraid. Could we be on this road here? What else is in the town? I think we're close, and we're going to have to call it at some point. Just looking at the areas now to see if any of them line up with this one. So Otter Park, Maxim, U.S.A. Pasha. Let's progress a bit further. I really want to nail this one now. I feel like we've got it. We've come this far, you know? We've got some park there. A bus station. But there were some big signs back there as well, so come on. Where have they gone? Oh, we are close. So close. Nope. I must have been imagining. Come on. I swear I just saw some... Look at the difference between rush hour traffic and... Here are the signs. Orduvi. Hospitals. Just looking for hospitals. Is that one? Where was it? Here. H. Ozel Doruk. No, don't see that one. Ozel Doruk. Again. Okay, so that's not quite making sense. There's two of them there. Lots of hospitals around here. Ali Osman. None of them quite make it though, do they? We've got the Delvit. Yes, there we go. Devlet. This Devlet Hospital is up here, so maybe that's right. Now we've still not ever nailed the name of the road that we're actually on, which is so frustrating. It just doesn't seem very well signposted. You'd imagine if you join the road, there would be a signpost there to tell you, you know, what road you are on, right? I mean, presumably it would be on the walls of these buildings or something like that. So just can't seem to see that one. Anyway, we're progressing southeast, and then the road bends around. We've got a metro station there, we believe, and then we come across the bank and a mosque. So let's just have a look there. We could be on this road here, or maybe on this road here. We see a mosque there, but that would put us on the wrong side. So look, I think we're close. We might even be on this main road, but I'm not sure if that fits the bill, really, like a motorway. It doesn't feel like a motorway, does it? So we found this hospital. That's, I think, what I'm going to go off. You know, we've got a mosque there. You know, this road feels like it could be right. We've got the Ziraat. Have I got that wrong then? Which way was I looking at the mosque? It is on the north side. That's so dumb. I've had it upside down the entire time. That's the mosque that we're looking at there. So super. Okay. Well then, I think that's spot on. Oh, damn. After all of that. Look, that's where we are. The mosque was on the north side of the road. Here's the main road. And, you know, we were a bit further south, really, than where we were all looking. But, my goodness, we were close. I'm glad we didn't linger too much longer on that, as it was incorrect. But in the city of Bursa, and definitely the hospital here sort of threw me. That being signposted. Of course, it could be signposted from here, and you have to travel this distance. But it sort of felt close by. So, well, there we go. You know, not a bad one, I don't think. On to the next round. Let's try and keep these rounds going here a bit. Wow, look at this view. Isn't that just amazing? What a valley. Wow. Just incredible scenery around here. What's in the other direction? Some big buildings. Okay. But, you know, we've got some more stuff up here. So, not sure where this could be. Could be in the Alps. Could be, you know, somewhere else. Feels European again. MIM Racing. Okay. And it seems like we're in a small town here. A small mountain town. Ristorante Alloggio. So, feels Italian maybe. And we've got a few signposts. So, just trying to... Oh no, maybe not. No, okay. We've got a railroad snaking up through the town. Ristorante Alloggio. Okay. What does that sign say there? Kalinda Brau. Okay. That's more Austrian, sort of, in style, isn't it? So, we could be there. Look at this fantastic Morgan car there. Negozio Castellet. Okay. Not 100% landed yet on which country we're in, so need to... Ah, we can't go any further. That's a surprise. So, okay. We need to perhaps carry on in this direction then. Carry on up the pass. See what clues are up here. And really hoping for a sign as opposed to a sign to a town or something like that, as opposed to, you know, a hotel or a restaurant, because that's just... I think we'll get more of the same. So we've seen some Italian there, but also maybe something that could hint at, I don't know, some Austrian maybe. So we might be on the border there, and this is what we're looking for. Something like this would be useful. When it... Le Presse Pont Resina, 42k. Okay, so And that feels French. So we're at a real eclectic, section. What does this say? Pontresina, and can we get that? No, it's just blurred out. Pontresina. That's going to be the closest one because the other one is, well, I don't know. It's just, I can't make it out. Porchivao, Porchilavo, Porsche. I'm not even sure if that's right. Just saying, making it up now. Let's just get into Europe and see what we can see around here. We're also looking for the 29. So, and it feels like we're going to be around here somewhere because, we had some Italian, we had some Austrian-looking stuff as well. Merano, Pontresina. Pontresina must be a sort of a big town, so, and that doesn't sound Austrian to me, to be honest. It sounds more Italian. So I'm going to stick in Italy. Bolzano, Trento, Biomio. What was the road? 29. I just saw it. 29. Here. That is actually in Switzerland. And look, we've got Posciavio. That is definitely the other name. We can see there IAVO. So we're not guessing that anymore. Pontresina. There. Yes. What direction is that? That's on the 29 and it's ahead of us. Posciavio is first. So we might still be in Italy, but we can see there quite clearly the 29, Pontresina, Posciavo. So we're possibly in Tirano, possibly, or in this town here, Brusio. I wonder if in Brusio. There's a railway here, which swoops into the town, and we actually saw that bend there, didn't we? So I think we're going to be here. Tesfina. What was the name of the restaurant? That will seal the deal. We've got the MIM Racing sign. Ristorante Alloggio. Borgo. Does it say, do we see Borgo here anywhere? And basically this is the station. There is a sign there. Posta. So does that mean post as in stop? Like here, it says that the station is here. So is that right? Yes, it is. That is definitely the train station. So look, we don't have the restaurant sign, but I think we've found it. So we're going to be just about here-ish. I think that is pretty good. Just be good to go one step down here. Osteria del Centro. And we can't go much further, but there is a church. That will be on the map. There's a church here. Yeah, super. We found it. So we are in Switzerland, I think, in Brusio, just over the border from Italy. Fantastic. Super duper. All right. Wow. That is not a distorted image you are looking at there. That is a distorted building. So very strange. What is that here? Krži Domek. That's, so that feels Croatian to me, but we don't see any Croatian flags there. In fact, we see the Polish one instead. So perhaps we're in Poland. Definitely tourist town here. So there should be lots of clues to go by. And in fact, look, there's one here of a lady reclining on a beach. So what's this? Plaża Polnocna. Polnocna. North Beach. So that could easily be Polish, and I think we just see a map there, so that kind of seals the deal. I think we're going to be on the coast. It feels, and actually now that I say that name again, it actually rings a bell. So I'm not sure why though. We've got it written in two different places, no? Just to be clear. There, on this building, and also on this building. So why would the two buildings there have the same place? Maybe it's not on the coast either. That's worth thinking about. Might be jumping in here a little too early to this search mode, so let's just see what we've got here. Jana Jerzego. And look, we've got some huge church up ahead of us here, so happy to keep on exploring on this one. With a signpost even. You see, any one of those could be a town name. What's that one? Geordie. Don't see that one. I'm less familiar with the Polish towns, so, you know, not 100% sure. Not totally confident. Let's keep going, though. We are in tourist centre after all, it seems. We've got a KFC. Good. And this fantastic church up here, which we've now passed. There. Oh, and we can't seem to go any further. Okay. Ceramics. I think that's advertising. Definitely a busy and popular place. But I'm not getting much in the way of clues, unfortunately. Or at least none that I'm making the most of. I'm sure you viewers are. Is this a town here? ZDRO. Joy. I don't know. If it is, who knows? I keep thinking we're on the beach, because there was that sign earlier that really kind of pointed to the fact that we were on the coast. So that's where we should be focusing. So maybe we're in Gdansk. And in fact, we did see on that sign earlier some splits, didn't we, going out into the ocean. So which way? Let's get back on this map. This is probably going to be the best clue I've got, actually. There it is. Gdynia and Gdansk. Okay. Gdynia and Gdansk is here. Okay, so I think we found it. We've got there some street that's really got an arch in it, if that makes any sense. There it is. There's that arch leading out to the thing. There's the church. So we're possibly on this street. Do we see a... What are we looking for? I guess a KFC would help, wouldn't it? That was a sign. Just to be clear, the street goes east-west pretty clearly. So we're going to be somewhere there. Let's just try and use that sign again. I guess that this is telling us where we are. Oops, whoops. So it's just a case of lining them up, no? And where's that? Somewhere down here. Well, look, I assume that we're going to be about there then. At least that's what's being advertised. Whether that's where we are or not is not clear. Look, we had a big church, didn't we? Up ahead of us. And that is... I think we can see it from here even. Yes, we can. So that is to the... Did we go that way? Oh my goodness, maybe we didn't. That is to the northeast, that church. Or that spire. Now, is that on this spot here? Possibly. No, we can't go any further this way. But let's just try and see if we can get a glimpse of any of this. We're on a big square here. And we are able to progress a little. Up to the beach, it would seem. So, I think, that puts us about in the right place, Puts us pretty much spot on. Let's just go back to the beginning one last time. And this house here must be on the map because it's such a weird building. There it is. The Kurji Domek. So we did get there eventually. That would have been on the map for a while in front of us. But there we go. We have found it, I believe. Let's take the guess. Excellent. Congratulations, you have received a new badge. Explorer mode. Fantastic. Continue. And another one. Okay, continue. 5 yards away there. So we got there in the end. Perhaps a bit of confusion in the beginning. I should have just used that map from the beginning to figure out that we were... well, where were we? We were sort of in between Gdansk and Gdynia. But look, on the whole, very happy with that, even if it took us a few more minutes. So, view summary. Look, a very successful game there. 24,984, so pretty spot on. The only one we didn't quite nail down was Turkey in the town of... Now, what was that town called again? Bursa. Just... very complicated road layout there. Didn't quite find the spot or the street name, and as a result, really struggled. 4 in Europe, 1 in New York City, but on the whole, a fantastic map. I really enjoyed that. So thank you very much for creating it. And look, for other viewers of the channel, I will try and remember to include in the description a link to this map so you can go and play it for yourselves. I do